Hello again everybody and welcome back to another allotment update. It's a really nice warm day today. It's about 23 degrees Celsius. Summer has finally arrived. It seems to have come out of nowhere, to be honest. We were having some really cool wet weather through March and April, but it's now warmed up. It's much drier. Things are really starting to dry up now. In fact, it's not rained in about 2 weeks. So yeah, it's just one extreme to the other really. So I'm going to try and aim to get these weekly updates done every Friday or Saturday if I can. I'm just going to record them on my phone and upload them straight onto YouTube. No complicated edited footage or anything like that. No camera, I'm not going to record them with my camera and edit them on a software or anything like that. So hopefully you guys can follow along as well and share how your things are doing as well. And we can hopefully learn from each other and compare our results and see what we can improve on for next time as well. So hopefully we can learn some things off each other through our updates. So there's loads and loads of things going on around the allotment at the moment. I've just done a good de-weeding session before this. I've done a good couple of allotment sessions this week. I've had a bit more time this week. I've had a little bit of time off work, so I've been doing some jobs around the plot. So if this is your first time watching my videos, I'd just like to introduce myself to you. My name is James, I've got a passion for gardening, and this is my allotment, which I've had for almost 5 years now. And here I grow my own food and try and be more self-sufficient. And my goal on YouTube is to help you guys become more self-sufficient through growing your own food as well. And I also want to document my progress on the allotment through these vlog updates. So let's have a look around the greenhouse and the polytunnels as well, and then let's have a look around the allotment and see what's changed since the last update. Sit back, grab a cup of tea, and I hope you enjoy this week's update. Okay, so we'll start off in the main greenhouse, and it's absolutely bonkers in here, to be honest. There's so much going on. We've got some courgettes here looking really nice. We've got some Crown Prince pumpkins there looking good. Got some shooting star courgettes there as well, looking really nice. All our sweet corns coming along nicely there. There's a few module trays of it there. This stuff's going to go out soon. They are getting a bit big for the modules. We've got all our dwarf beans there. Look at those, looking really nice. They'll be going out in the next week or two, hopefully. More dwarf beans there. Dwarf French beans, looking really nice. We've got all our runner beans here in 9cm pots. They've all come up now. Looking really nice. Starting to send out their runners actually now, so these are going to start getting really long and spindly soon. All our Pikes Peak sunflowers are looking really nice there. Excellent. Looking really good. As are our giant single sunflowers as well, just a standard sunflowers. We've got some more beans at the back there. Those are French climbing beans, Blue Lake. Got loads in this basil still, which I need to pot on. More basil there again. Got a couple of butternut squash plants here. I'm trying to get through this as quick as I can, by the way, because there's loads of stuff to show you all. I don't want to make the video too long. Butternut squash there. I need to put them in the polytunnel soon. We've got some physalis there. I need to pot them on as well. I've still got a lot of potting on to do, to be honest. I've done a little bit, but I've still got loads to do. Our butternut squashes, sorry, not butternut squashes, aubergines are there. I've already done some potting on of those, but I think I'm going to put them in the polytunnel in the next week or so. We've got more things down here like peppers and aubergines, and got a few cabbages there just chilling. We've got a few tomatoes over there, different varieties of those. More basil again. We've got a courgette over there which I moved earlier, and it's actually a couple of courgettes starting to show on there, so that's good. We've got more sweet peas there ready to fill the gaps on the supports, because there are a few gaps still. Sweet peas need filling in. Now these carrots in the bucket here are looking really nice. This variety is early 90s and really good. Different story with the carrots outside, but I'll show you that in a moment. Got loads of tomatoes here which I still need to pot on. I'll probably end up giving most of these away to plot neighbours. We've got leeks here, which I'm going to plant out soon, I think, in the next couple of weeks. We've potted on some tomatoes here into 30-litre buckets, mostly hybrids. There's like Sun Gold and Mountain Magic, a couple of hybrids and a couple of heritage varieties there. We've got loads of things here, like we've got cabbages and broccoli there, looking really nice. They need to go out. I'm going to put them out next week because it is getting warm now. A few more there as well. Got loads of these peas in the drain pipes. They need to go out as well. Got some cornflowers there and more brassicas, more cabbages. Marigolds there to grow with our tomatoes and the polytunnel petunias. Some more brassicas again. Cosmos, I pinched them out as well, just like I did with the antirrhinums. Antirrhinums there. We've got some giant onions there. I need to plant them out when I've got space. This variety is called Mammoth Improved and looking really, really nice, those. Quite happy with those. So all this stuff is on the floor for the time being until it gets planted out. Yeah, it is a bit crazy, it is a jungle. But I think when things start getting planted outside, you know, it will start to look a bit better, I think, more organised. Okay, so we're in the long polytunnel here, the 6-metre long polytunnel. And yeah, we've got a couple of mini munch cucumbers here which I potted up a couple of days ago into here. I need to sort some support out for them. But yeah, they're growing cucumbers already. These go absolutely crazy. I never have any problems with these growing. They're doing really well there. We planted out the peppers about a week or so ago, and yeah, they're looking pretty nice, I think. They don't seem to have grown any bigger, but you know, they do take a few weeks to get established, really. But yeah, they're now in situ, and I'm anticipating a good year for peppers. I think we've had a really good head start with peppers, so I'm expecting a good year for them. Here's one of the aubergines which I potted up into a 30-litre container. That's just chilling in here. I need to move that somewhere at some point. Our first and second early potatoes are here and they're going crazy actually, to be honest. I'm going to move these outside soon to put some tomatoes into this raised bed here. And more over here. There's rocket and kestrel potatoes. They've gone absolutely mental, look at that. Really, really good. 30-litre containers, as I always do them. Should be ready in a few weeks, hopefully. Some new potatoes. Got some strawberries there in hanging baskets. I always grow some in the polytunnel for an early harvest. I've set up a few new hanging baskets as well, more along here of new plants. But yeah, there's quite a lot of fruit on there, so yep, hopefully we can start picking some strawberries soon. Right, now don't laugh. I know what you're thinking. What the heck has he done here? I was struggling to find some greenhouse glass for this small greenhouse here, the 6x6 foot greenhouse. I've been struggling for a good year or two, to be honest. I've been putting the job off for ages. I've not been able to get any glass that's the right size. But anyway, I decided just wing it and stick some of this cellophane over the top. And yeah, it might look silly. It's a temporary measure, but it does the job. And I've actually done it on the door over there because I had a couple of panes that were blown out by the wind. But yeah, it does the job. It keeps the warm air inside there, and I've had no issues with it. So yeah, that's what I've done with that. So yeah, we've got some tomatoes in here. These are all Sun Golds, black opals and sweet aperitif, companion planted with basil and marigolds as well on both sides. Yeah, I decided to just grow hybrid tomatoes and cherry tomatoes in here this year. Yeah, and they're on both sides of the greenhouse. Not much movement on them yet, but I'm sure in the next few weeks they'll start coming on nicely. Okay, so we'll go in the 4x3 metre polytunnel now, the last polytunnel. We've got loads of garlic, which I think will be harvested soon. The bulbs are starting to get a bit bigger now there. I'm hoping to get this harvested around June time, so I can start sticking some things in here really, hopefully in the next few weeks. I've got a couple of buckets of sweet potatoes now, which I've planted up there. I've put 4 slips in each one. I've got loads of slips left, so I'll probably stick some in the ground somewhere, possibly, maybe. We'll see. We've already picked a few of these spring cabbages, which seem to be getting demolished by the slugs, to be honest. But these are really nice. There's a few which I'm going to be picking in the next week or two, ready to clear the space for things to go in here, like squashes and melons and things like that, aubergines possibly as well, maybe a couple more cucumber plants. This crimson bonfire peach tree is producing some really nice peaches there. There's a few growing nicely there. I'm a little bit concerned about this leaf curl, this peach leaf curl on the leaves though. Should I be worried about that? Let me know in the comments below. How do you avoid this, and is it lethal to the plant? Is it going to kill my peach tree? Hopefully not, but it does look quite severe on a few leaves there. There's some nice new leaves there though, so you know, it's not destroying the plant. Now, the other day I planted out all of our seed onions. There's around about 450 of them, all grown from seed. Here I've got 3 beds of them. So yeah, we've got loads and loads of these onions. It took me a good few hours to plant them. Seed grown onions did really well last year, so hopefully they grow well and we'd get another good year for them. We've got Ayrshire Craig, Santero, we've got the Mammoth improved ones in the greenhouse, and then we've got Red Brunswick. So we'll see how they do. So we've got onions here, we've got onions in here, we've got onions in this bed as well. So yeah, in total 450 onions. We're going to try and grow enough onions to last a year. That's my goal, become completely self-sufficient with onions. We'll see how we do. Last year we only grew enough till Christmas, but we'll see. I'm trying to protect them from the slugs, to be honest, because the slugs have been nibbling the tops of these, which is a real pain in the butt, really, to be honest. I am keeping a close eye on these, but yeah, they look pretty good so far. Look at this variegated Weigela, absolutely beautiful, and the blooms are really beautiful, and the scent is actually spreading around the allotment. This is really, really nice, lovely. This was actually on the plot before I took it on, and I actually just decided to keep it here. I was going to get rid of it, but I'm so glad that I did keep it because it's just so nice. Variegated Weigela, it's got the lovely variegated leaves there, and then the lovely blooms which the bees love as well. Look at that, so nice. Really nice bit of colour at the front of the plot. Sadly only flowers around May, June time though. Yeah, it's only spring flowering, sadly. Our outdoor strawberries are now producing flowers. I need to go in there and de-weed. It's looking quite messy in there, to be honest. So yeah, they're flowering, and the same with this bed over here and the buckets. They've also got strawberry flowers there as well. So when the polytunnel strawberries finish, we'll start getting strawberries on the beds outside as well. We've got an earlier sowing of lettuce here. Some of them are left. We actually got a lot demolished by the slugs, to be honest. We have some left here which are growing nicely, I think. They're not near to harvesting yet, they're a while off yet, I think. And then we've got a second batch of them which I've recently planted in there as well. The alliums over here are starting to open up now like fireworks, really, really nice. They're going to make a really nice display along here, and we'll probably dry them and have them at home as ornaments. So under this net support here, we've got our Kelvedon Wonder peas growing up these sticks. They don't look great, to be honest. I'm not that impressed with them this year. The slugs have had a good do on them, and they have been dug up a couple of times by rats. We'll see how they do. Hopefully they'll come on, but I'm not impressed so far. There are a couple of drain pipes to go in front of them soon, so we'll see how they do. But so far the peas aren't looking great, but we'll see how they look next week. Now we've got a couple of raised beds full of carrots, early Nantes and autumn king, and yeah, there's no carrots here. They've all been eaten by slugs. These were looking really well last week. There were loads of seedlings popping up everywhere, and a couple of days ago I had a look, and there's literally there's one there, a couple just dotted around, and that is it. So I've actually sown them again. I'm going to have to keep a good lookout for slugs around here, because that's my biggest problem with growing carrots, to be honest. There's the carrot root fly, which I've taken care of by growing them in raised beds, but then there's the slugs. I need to think about those. So yeah, we've got one of the beds here which I've resown, and then another raised bed here which I've resown. There are a couple of them there, I suppose. Ignore the asparagus plant, just mind that. I don't know what's going on there. But there's our actual main asparagus bed here. Really healthy looking plants. But for some reason we're missing one. I planted 15 of them last year, and there's actually 14 which have survived. We've got our runner bean support over here, ready now for the beans to go in, hopefully in the next week or two. We've got all our main crop potatoes planted in these buckets now, 29 buckets. Starting to come up actually, so that's good, starting to pop up. Once they reach the rim of this bucket, I'll top it up with more compost, and then it'll start sending out stolons because the main crop varieties, and that'll mean more potatoes for us. So yeah, they all seem to be coming up now. I've mixed this with horse manure, so it's compost, horse manure, bloodfish and bone, and potato fertiliser as well. So plenty of nutrients. Got more along here now. So we've got our 12 buckets of early potatoes in the polytunnel, and then we've got all of these. So I don't think we'll run out of potatoes this year. Now on the other side of the plot we've got this raised bed which we put our module sown beetroot in, multi-sown beetroot, and they're okay. They've not really moved much, to be honest, but we'll wait, we'll be patient. We've also sown a couple more rows of them here which are starting to come up now, successional sowing for some later pickings. In the raised bed just opposite that one we've got radishes, one row of those there coming along nicely. The slugs have had a nibble on them, of course. Next to those we're going to put our cabbages, I think. Our parsnips in this other pallet collar bed are starting to come up now. We actually pre-germinated the seeds at home and then popped the sprouted seeds in here a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, they're all coming up now. They're growing away. They're just starting to get their first true leaves there, so excellent. They're coming along nicely. We've got our sweet peas over here which are just starting to climb up the supports now. Just over here as well, look at this mare's tail. I have a big problem with mare's tail popping up everywhere. Yeah, the sweet peas need a bit more time, I think. They are gonna, I think they will start going up soon, but we've having a problem with things digging holes everywhere and digging them up. And then lastly, we've got our elephant garlic here, which is looking really nice. Starting to swell at the bottom now. They'll be harvested in June, hopefully. And the same with the normal garlic as well. This is looking really nice. White Casablanca is the variety of this one. We do have subtle signs of rust appearing on the leaves. Not too concerned about that though, because the plants are looking really healthy. And yeah, hopefully in June we can harvest these alongside our other garlic in this polytunnel as well. So yeah, I think we're going to have loads of garlic to store. Okay, I'm not going to go any further than that. I've already gone a little bit too far, made the video too long. I think I'm going to try and make them 5 to 10 minutes in the future if I can, and just try and make them quick and snappy, showing you every crop. But there's so much going on at the moment, it's hard to make it quick, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the watch. Nevertheless, please do leave feedback in the comments below, because I love the engagement. I love talking to you guys and replying to your comments as well. I love the comments. So yeah, keep the comments coming, keep the engagement coming. Let me know what you're growing and how things are going for you. Things are looking all right, I think, so far. That's all for now. I will see you in next week's update, and happy gardening and stay safe.